All right, chapter 1172 here. Now we got a nice friendly face on the cover here, Mr. 2. Or I should say Bon Clay. He's not Mr. 2 anymore. Love to see that. But anyway, so 第1172話。俺の憧れたエルバ。The Elbaph that I yearned for. The Elbaph that I admired. 憧れる means to admire, to yearn for something, to be drawn to something, or to adore something, that sort of thing. So this sounds like it could be talking about Usopp here, which would be pretty cool. Because we have finally gotten back to the present, which will be interesting, because now I'll have to voice the Straw Hats, which I'm kind of nervous about, but I think I'm going to go more kind of subdued on the voices. Try and make it a little bit more laid back sort of thing. I'm not a voice actor, obviously. But anyways, 扉へリクエスト cover page request 悪将たちがボンクレーの化粧道具を漁り化粧しているところ So, swans going through Bon Clay's makeup and doing makeup. So we're coming up out of the underworld here. 敵は3人 There are 3 enemies. 奴らの使命は Their orders are 獣人の巨人の子供の誘拐 The abduction of 10 giant children. 子供たちを聖地へ連れ帰りその命を盾に They will take the children back to the Holy Land and use their lives as shields. エルバフの戦士たちを戦闘奴隷にすることする。それが目的だ。So, using the warriors of Elbaph as warrior slaves, それが目的だ。That is their objective. たった3、And that's how I read it. たった3人の人間族が。Just 3 humans. 巨兵海賊団でもヤーさんでも止められねえなんて。I think that not even the giant pirates or Yasan could stop them. すまん。弁明の余地もない。Sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in no place to make any excuses. だが、子供っつっても巨人だろ？But they are children, but they're still giants, right? 俺たちサイズの3人がどうやって巨人の子を運ぶんだ How will 3 of our size be able to carry those giant children? 3人のうちの1人の女は矢印を使った奇妙な能力を持ってる。So out of the 3 is one woman who uses a strange, who has a strange power that uses arrows. その矢印に子供らを逆らえないようで。And is using those arrows to make it so the children can't disobey or can't go against the direction that she's making them go in this case. 彼らは西の村の港に向かってただただ歩き続けている。They are simply continuously walking towards the harbor at the western village. もし船までたどり着けば海で巻かれて終わりだ。If they make it to the ship, we will lose them at sea and it'll be over. Here we have the verb maku, which normally means like to scatter or disperse, but it's also used to mean to shake off a pursuer, to lose a pursuer. In this case, we're the pursuers, so it's in the passive. So we will be shaken off. そこが実質の最終地点。That is well and truly the end point. しかしそれだけでなぜ子供らを奪い返せないのでござる。But if that's it, then why can we not just go and take the children back? This guy speaks like he's from Wano, using old Japanese grammar like degozaru. So he's kind of like a weeb. Because why does he speak like that? Anyways. 三人のうちの一人にソマーズという男がいる。Among the three of them is a man named Summers. こいつは少し知っているが、イバイバの実のイバラ人間。I know a little bit about him. He is a thorn man using the thorn fruit. 鋭いトゲ付きのツルを自在に操る。He can control vines covered in sharp thorns at his will. ツルは透明化が可能で、それが子供たちに巻きついている。He can turn the vines invisible, and that is being wrapped around the children. I like this recap here because I've forgotten most of this, and I didn't go back to check the previous chapters to get a refresher here, so this is nice. それで抱き上げられないの。ひどい。So with that we can't pick them up. That's terrible. ああ。それは鉄のように硬く。Indeed, and they're hard like iron. 下手に手出し、子供たちの列を乱されば。ハリネズミのように。And then an image of them getting all sliced up. 下手に手を出し。So if we grab them sort of untactfully, like, and disrupt the line of children, it'll be like a hedgehog. So like if you were to grab a hedgehog without thinking, you'll get all cut up. 彼らが互いを傷つけ合う仕組みだ。It's a system that will make it so they all hurt each other. Like in this sort of imagery here of them all getting cut up. それに加え、In addition to that, 最後の一人がおそらく悪夢を具現化する能力者。The last one is likely, has the ability to turn nightmares into reality, or more accurately, to materialize nightmares. 具現化 materialize. 子供たちの怖いものが実体となって子供の救出を阻む。The children's fears will become reality, and they will hinder our rescue of them, of the children. 白昼堂々、ただ子供たちが行進しているだけに見えて、誰も救うことができないという、密の能力による奴らの仕掛けたゲームだ。So it looks as though the children are simply moving forward in broad daylight, but in reality this is a game set up by these three's abilities that makes it so nobody can save them. 助けるさ、必ず。But we will save them, no matter what. 大元の能力者3人を狙うのが早そうだな。It seems like it'd be faster to go after the three devil fruit users who are the source of this. 不死身って言ったってやりようはあるはずでしゅ。You say they're immortal, but there must be some way, something we can do. 閉じ込めるとか、潰すとか、食べるとか。Like locking them up, or crushing them, or eating them. Haha, 頼もしいな。俺もそう思う。You sure are reliable. I'm sure that that's true as well, that there's something we can do. 上に出るぞ。妖怪だ。We're arriving at the top. We're getting out at the top. It's the Okay, what do they translate it as? The sun world. It's the sun world. That makes sense, I guess. Right? We made it. And chaos. So we got a giant burning ship with Jormungandr and some flaming warrior. Absolute chaos. 想像以上. This is worse than I imagined. 悪夢の怪物に再現はねえのか? Is there no limit to the amount of nightmare apparitions? 見ろあれ. Look at that. Great Eric号? The Great Eric, which is the name of the ship. So that's the ship that's there. So we've got, hey, there's Nika. So we got Nika, but it's like an evil Nika. So that wasn't Jormungandr, that's a dragon. That's a dragon. There's a flying lion, which, hey, I'm from Veneto, so flying lion, symbol of Venice. ドリとブロギたちが乗って応戦してたが、怪物たちに撃墜された。Dory and Bragi were fighting back on that ship, but the monsters have taken it down. そんな Can't believe it. ハイルインカ Is that you, Hyridin? ガーシーさん、無事でよかった。I wouldn't say he's bougie, but okay. Kashi, I'm glad you're alright. 冥界にいたんだ。状況を教えてくれ。I was in the underworld. Tell me what's going on. Explain the situation. 信じられねえことが起きてる。よく聞け。Something unbelievable is happening. Listen closely. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot about this. How could I forget? ドリとブロギ船長がヤルル様を殺しに Captain Dory and Bragi are going to kill Jarl? 止めてくれ。みんなおかしくなっちまいやがった。Stop them, please. Everybody's going insane. Everything's gone crazy. Kashi-san, 子供たちは Kashi, what about the children? リプリーたちが追ってるが、救えたって連絡はねえな。Ripley and the others are after them, but I haven't heard anything about them being rescued. もう港に着いちまう頃だ。It's about time that they would have reached the harbor already. おい、ロード、お前。Hey, Road. ビョルンが Bjorn is 大変でござる。This is horrible. 拙者の弟も人質メンバーに My own little brother is one of the hostages. ロード。私も行く。I'm going too. おいらも。そうam I. おい、カーシー。学校はどっちだ Hey, Kashi, which way to the school? Nami-san たちが近くにいるらしい。I heard Nami and the others are by there. 火事が見えるか You see that fire? 燃えてんのが学校と図書館だ。The school and library are being burned down. なんで燃えてんだ Why are they burning it? ドリーブロギ Wait, oh my god, Zoro. ドリーブロギがおかしくなったって。They say Dory and Bragi have gone mad. そうだ。Yes, indeed. Oh, we got a big map. 頼む、急いでくれ。ヤルル様が危ねえ。Please hurry up. Chief Jarl's in danger. So this is showing where everybody is right now. Very nice. Very nice refresher. So we're here in the forest. Over by the school and library, we got Seiuchi no Gakko Fukuro no Toshokan, so the walrus school and owl school. Yeah, not looking too great there. Toshokan ga wa Mugiwara no Ichimi. So the Straw Hat Pirates buy the library. Toshokan ga moeru. The library is burning down, that's Robin. Choppa ga modoran no. Boruku mo nani ka omoitatta you ni doko kai. Doesn't look like Chopper's coming back, hey? And Brook seemed to remember something and went somewhere. That's the whole situation with Brook and Gunko, which I still really want to learn about. That's like one of the most interesting things that I want to know about is that. 子供たちがさらわれる。この矢印解いてよ。The children are being abducted. Somebody please remove these arrows. ドリー師匠、ドリー師匠、ブロギー師匠、ちくしょう。あんな二人見たくねえ。Master Dory, Master Broggy. Damn it. I don't want to see them like this. ヤルルを殺せ。Kill Jarl. やめてくれ、船長たち。正気に戻って。Please stop this, captains. Return to your senses. So this is happening over here, more towards the village. They're on their way. The children are still like halfway down the branch, a little bit over halfway down the branch. Domiribashi Kyohei Kaizokudan Nishi no Murai. So the Domi-Reversi giant pirates heading towards the western village. And then we got Kodomo Kyushutsu team, the children rescue team. Mattete, kodomo tachi. Wait for us, children. So the children rescue team, who are behind Dory and Broggy in the forest. Kaibutsu dobo jama da! These monsters are in the way. Hitojishi no kodomo tachi, the hostage children. Minato ni tsuichau. Tsuitara bokura wa. We're gonna reach the harbor. And when we do, we're gonna... Yowane o hakuna! Quit whining. Elbaph no senshi daro? You're a warrior of Elbaph, aren't you? Senshi janai mon watashi tachi. We're not warriors. Nishinomura, the western village. Nigemashou, Jarul-sama. Ima no Dori senshou, Brogi senshou ni hanashi wa tsujine. Let's get out of here, Chief Jarl. Captain Dory and Captain Broggy aren't listening to reason right now. Nigetakereba nigero. If you can get away, then get away. Washi wa shirizokan. Elbaph ni hanashi ga aru. I will not retreat. I have something to tell Elbaph. Ooh, he's making a transmission. Kike, Elbaph. Shinu mae ni zenbu hanashitai. Listen, Elbaph. There's something I must talk about everything before I die. Jarul-sama, Chief Jarl. かつて名工アラルドはエルバフを世界政府に加盟させ、世界と共に生きたいと願った。Who was once, Harold, who was once the famous leader, wanted to have Elbaph join the world government. So we could live together with the world. Gunko. だがそれは14年前のあの日。However, on that day 14 years ago, 裏切られ、拒否されたのじゃ。 he was betrayed and denied. Jarul sama.
わしは見た。悪魔がハラルドを殺し、兵士たちを殺してゆく様を。
I saw it. The way that demon killed Harold and killed the soldiers.
ハラルドはエルバフが悪夢の支配に屈せぬために戦い死んだのじゃ。
In order to not have Elbaph yield control to those demons, Harold fought and died.
王はロキが殺したんじゃ。
But I thought the king got killed by Loki.
しかしそれでは国民が王の報復に立ち上がり、ハラルドの望まぬ戦争国家に戻ってしまうと、わしはくじを継ぐんだ。
However, then the people would rise up in retaliation for the king, and the country would return to a warring state, which Harold did not want. So I kept my mouth shut about what happened.
ロキはというと、国中の怒りを一身に引き受け、海に出た。
So Loki, in a way, took on all the blame of the country and left to sea, and went out to sea.
不器用なやつじゃが、ロキは無実だ。
He might be socially awkward, but Loki is innocent. 少し違うが、いい言い回しだな。It's a bit different to what actually happened, but that's a good way of phrasing it. This is kind of difficult to say because there's like 4 E's in a row. 言い回し。
よく言い過ぎだ。
He's talking too much. He's saying too much. Oh, big spread.
しかし今日。
However, today,
一度は諦めたはずじゃが、また巨大な力が必要になったのか。再び現れた3人の悪魔が、この国を支配しようとしとる。
So let's just go line for line here. So, 一度諦めたはずじゃが、we thought they'd given up after the one time. It should have been that they'd given up the one time. また巨大な力が必要になったのか? Perhaps they have now a new need for great strength, power. So these 3 devils have once again appeared to take control of the country. Wait, so the world government needs more power now for some reason. So they're trying again to take over Elbaph.
もう寝てても任務完了だな。
Even if I went to sleep right now, we'll complete the mission.
おい、悪魔ども。Hey, you devils. 子供たちの命がかかれば、文化も歴史も捨ててやろう。
If these children's lives are depending on it, then we will throw away our culture and history.
だがそれで我々の心を折ったつもりなら悪手じゃったの。
But if you think that is enough to break our spirits, then you've made a bad move.
ハラルドの我慢強さをわしらに求めるな。
We will not hold on to the same patience as Harold.
支配だの奴隷だの黙っておれば誰に口を聞いておらんじゃ。
Taking control, you say. Slaves, you say. We're not just gonna shut up and let you say that. We're not just gonna, who do you think you're talking to here? That sort of thing.
すまん。子供たちよ、耳を塞げ。
I'm sorry. Children, cover your ears.
そうだ。言ったれ、ヤルル。俺の 俺の憧れたエルバフは誰にも負けねえ。
That's right, you tell him, Jarl. The Elbaph that I admire will never lose to anybody. I knew it was talking about Usopp. It couldn't have been anybody but Usopp.
もしハーレーの予言のように、いつか世界が分断されるならば。
If the world were to become divided as prophesized in the Harley,
我らエルバフは世界政府を敵とみなす。
then Elbaph will regard the world government as enemies.
トゲやリバーシ、幻覚なんぞで我らを復讐させると思うたか？
Did you think you could conquer us with things like illusions and reversey and thorns?
あのじじい好きだ。
I like that old man.
そりゃ300年前はこの海で最強だった人だ。
Well, he was the strongest man on the seas 300 years ago.
貴様らの支配人など屈せぬわ。
We will not yield to your control.
違うか。誇り叩きエルバフの戦士たちよ。
Am I wrong? Prideful warriors of Elbaph.
そうだ、ヤルル様。
That's right, Jarl.
キャーいやー、俺の大好きなエルバフが帰ってきた。
Yes, my beloved Elbaph has returned.
わかったから矢印解く方法を考えなさいよ。
I get it, so please just think of a way to get rid of these arrows.
ハラルドの思い描いた平和を守れ。
Protect the peace that Harold envisioned.
うわー。
Okay, so due to a dumb blunder I made, I now have to redo this last panel in voiceover mode as I'd lost the footage. So, anyways,
追いついたぞ。
we caught up to them.
挟まれたら終わりらしい。
They say if we get caught in between them, it's over.
And then Zoro, 策がある。I have a plan.
A Zoro plan. Now, in the past, Zoro's plans have actually had pretty good success rate. I mean, like Alabasta, that worked fantastic. And as recently as like Dressrosa with Pika, that worked. So, I mean, this could be good. But this was a nice little setup chapter, sort of reestablishing what's been going on in the present since we've been gone for so long in the flashback, which is very helpful for someone like me to get a refresher on this, as I'd not gone back to reread the stuff from before the flashback. So I had forgotten quite a bit. Great speech from Jarl. Nothing like extravagant happened, but you don't really need it for something like this. It's all in all just good chapter. But before I go, I did want to talk about some linguistic stuff here with regards to the way Jarl talks. For example, here, omota. So in standard Japanese, when you have a verb that ends in u, you form the past tense by dropping the u and replacing it with small tsu ta, omotta, itta. But in Western Japanese dialects, such as in Kansai or Chugoku, instead you just add the ta at the end. So omo becomes omota, you becomes yuta, etc. Because I mean, these sorts of things I find really interesting, and they're like impossible to translate because Jarl speaks with sort of a typical old man dialect. Because a lot of old men in Japanese media speak with a Western Japanese dialect, such as Hiroshima dialect, where things like omota or the pronoun washi is just like synonymous with old man, but it originates in Western Japanese dialects such as Hiroshima. Another feature of old man speech here too, actually, we have the oru and ja. So instead of saying teiru, you say teoru. And instead of saying da, you say ja. Those are other things heavily associated with old men in media, but originate in Western Japanese dialects, especially in the Chugoku region. But anyways, that's irrelevant to the chapter itself. There's just some linguistic stuff that I like to talk about. But yeah, so that's about it. Until next time.